Everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Today we're going to do week 22 of the collage assignments, the weekly collage assignments by Margarete Miller, volume 2 for 2022. So it's hashtag 2022 planner 22. So these are 52 weeks of prompt assignments that you can use to make your collage. So you have 5 prompts and a bonus. I sometimes use all of them. Sometimes I substitute the bonus for one of the prompts if I don't feel that I want to use that one, or I don't have anything related to that one. So for hashtag 2022 planner 22, we need a tag, something seen in the sky, something with wheels, something sharp, washi tape, and the bonus is money. So I actually happen to have all of those, so I'll show you what I've got. So we're going to use this spiral ring bound little scrapbook. It's on craft paper, and that was last week's number 21. So it's getting a little bit chunky now. So here we go. So I found a little tag. It's out of one of those little books that you can buy with all different toppers in. It just says you're the best. And I thought, well, I possibly won't use that anywhere else, and I don't want anything too bulky or chunky to go in here. So I thought, you know, we'd get a little bit of scrap something out of my scrap pot and put that in as a topper. So I used that. Something seen in the sky. One of my Galaxy scrapbook pads, double-sided, has planets on because it's all about the galaxy. So I thought, yep, if you're lucky, you can see a planet sometimes, especially if you've got one of those lovely telescopes. So we're going to put that on today. Something with wheels. I found this on one of my scrapbook pages that has, it's almost a collage page with all sorts, so you can see there's some writing in the background and some other script in the background and some bits, but it's a little child's trike, so it's a 3-wheeler. So I thought, yeah, that would be great because that is something with wheels. Something sharp. I have found out of my collage book a pair of scissors here, so we'll fussy cut those out. And then I actually did have this piece of it's like tracing paper, and it's actually a note. It's 20, well, I think it's a note, I'm not too sure. I always thought this was a note, a German note of something. I can't actually see what that 20 says. It would have been before the euro, obviously. Not 100% sure now that it is a note, but it looks like a note. So I'm just going to put that on anyway because I think it looks like a note. And then for washi, I've got a reel of this lovely craft coloured advertisement, but it probably won't show up too well. Well, it's sort of a pinky fleshy colour really. And then I've got some Galaxy washi tape that I've had a long time, and that has star constellations. I thought that would be quite nice, so we'll see what we can put down. Okay, so let's fussy cut these scissors. Now, I did have an accident cutting them out of the collage book. I've accidentally chopped that off and a bit of that, but what I don't know how I managed it, don't ask. It was right near the centre of the book, you know, the page was very close to the binding, but it wasn't, it's not sewn binding, it's just glued in. So to try and get that out is not easy, so I did try to cut it out. So I'm going to have to, I've kept the bits, so I'm going to have to repair the tip of the scissors and the handle slightly. So yeah, so I was a bit clumsy actually, but I always find that very difficult when it's right in the center, like that. Okay, so they're an old pair of scissors. They've kind of got the light shining on them down there, so we'll try, I think, and get this piece of white out. This bit's going to be tricky, isn't it? Let me use my smaller scissors here. They're a bit easier. I'll try and get as much out as I can of this. I think it looks a bit odd otherwise. It's very fiddly. I hope I don't chop anything else off I shouldn't chop off. I hope everyone's doing well, keeping busy, managing to do some crafting. I haven't done as much crafting this week. We've had such a busy week at work. I just have not had the energy, to be honest, to come and do any after work in the evenings. I had got ahead a little bit. Now I'm back to how I was, so I'm going to try and get ahead again, because on the 16th of June, my husband and I and Paddy Dog, we're going over to Southern Ireland again to spend our usual annual time with my husband's parents. So we're going for 10 days this time on the ferry, so we can take Paddy Dog, and they love seeing him. They're always trying to persuade him to stay after we've gone. And yeah, so I've got to try and get a bit of a head, really, if I can, to cover that time away. I won't be able to do any videoing while I'm away. The signal's not brilliant. We're going to stay in my husband's Aunt Fee's cottage first this time. So we loved it last year. We absolutely loved it. It's in a very remote part of Cork, West Cork, right on the peninsula of Allihies. And right, there's a bit that goes down here, and that is the handle, so I won't cut those out till we're sticking these scissors on. Right, they're ready to go. So we just cut around this planet now. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to having a long break. I really am. I feel completely burnt out at the moment. So the work is, because we're in emergency surgery, is extremely busy. GPs in the UK still not seem to be seeing anyone really, and trying to get a telephone consultation with your GP is very, very difficult at the moment for some reason. I'm not sure why, because the hospital's still having to continue. We have cut down on our face-to-face appointments, so we are doing a lot of telephone consultations, but if we do feel we need to see that person, then we will put on a special clinic face-to-face. So that's how it's working at the moment. So I'm just going to sort of rough cut round this, because I don't want to cut off any of the nice bits in the background, because it adds to the collage. So that's ready to go. Okay, so I think what we'll do is just reach up, excuse my arm, and get some vintage photo, I think. Let's change the head of my dauber back to this one, like so. And I'm just going to emphasize the edge and cover that white edge of the paper like that. I'll just go over that a little bit, give it some definition, like so. Okay, and the scissors. Yeah, so things are not easy at the moment in the health sector anyway, because people can't see their GP. They're just coming into A&E with whatever they need to come in with, you know, and it's causing a huge strain on everything. Okay, let's go around this. And this is hard to see because it is actually on, I want to call it tracing paper, but it's not, is it? It's parchment. No, not parchment. It's, you know, I can't remember what it's supposed to be called. Having one of those days today. This is Saturday, and takes me a while for my brain to calm down after work and then get back into the groove. It will come to me. Okay, so now the thing is, what are we going to put behind? So I've got the scraps that I keep in here for the collage. Well, they're scraps I've used in the collage really in the past. So we'll have a look and see if there's anything that's quite nice. I quite like that. I've got some more of that in my folder, so I like to collage the background. Maybe a bit of that even. Quite nice. Okay, let's take these off and put some of this down. Just move that over to one side, and I'll just tear this a little bit. I'm just taking those straight edges off. Like so. One's okay. I'll see what we can do with this. So I'm just going to place these things and then see where I want something behind. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Just have a drink of coffee while I'm thinking about it. It's going to be very eclectic again, isn't it? So let's get a little something for the top of this tag. So this is my scrap jar. Just a bit of black, or do you want black? Or what else have we got? We don't want something tiny really, we don't want anything too bulky. That would be perfect. I think that's a tiny bit of string, so just enough really. Just going to put that through like that, and then we can sort of stick that down like that, I think, so that it's free flowing. So okay, bear in mind the scissors have got to be repaired. Let's just go over that shiny kind of side of them. Okay, so maybe something like that, I think. So I don't like them all too much in the middle. Perhaps we'll pop that underneath the scissors, so we've got them almost hanging off the scissors like so. So what do we want behind them? Do we want anything, or shall we see? That would be quite nice, I think. Something like that, maybe. And let's have a look, see what we like. I'm going to just randomly tear that, so we have an edge there, and then this perhaps we'll have going down here somehow. Another piece of this here, so I don't really know what I'm doing today. What else have we got? Take these. I'm just trying to use up these scraps, really. That's why I keep them in this wallet. Let's see. I don't really want music paper. That's a bit more lined. Could go kind of behind there somehow. So I think once they're all down, that will look a lot better than it is. So either I collage with all bits in the background and do a sort of a patchwork, or I find a whole piece and just put it behind. I think we're going to use a kind of patchwork of collage, so we'll put these all away and let's ink round these pieces. Sometimes I know exactly how I want things, and sometimes I feel I'm very dithery about what to do, you know. This doesn't really kind of go with the ripped theme, does it? Going out to this afternoon, my daughter's. Charlotte's coming up from Hampshire, and Rachel's coming here by 1 o'clock today, and we're going to surprise Rachel for her birthday. Her birthday's not until the 18th of June, but we're going to be away, so my grandson Arthur, Charlotte's son, is also going to be 10 on the 11th of June. So next Saturday, the Jubilee weekend, we are, next Sunday rather, I think it's next Sunday, yeah, the 4th anyway, whichever day that is, we are going to Charlotte's for the family birthday celebration for Arthur, and that's early because they're going to be away for his birthday. They're taking him down to Devon, where they live in Hampshire. They're kind of very close to Devon and all that area, so they're very lucky. So yeah, so we're actually having our celebrations early. So for sort of 3 of us to get together and be able to do it, we had to pick this Saturday. So next Saturday's taken, obviously, with Arthur's. And then the weekend after that, I think there was something else on. Oh, Rachel wasn't free because obviously Harry goes to his dad's today, so she could do it. So she wasn't going to be free. So we just wanted three of us to have a surprise, and I can't say what it is in case Rachel snoops about on here listening to what I'm saying. You never know, she's a bit of a snooper. Snoop dog. She won't like that. Oh dear. And so we're going to meet Charlotte in a car park in a town near us. That's all I could say. Anyway, let's get these glued before I change my mind about what I'm doing. So let's have, I don't know, let's have that one there. We'll just go with the flow, I think, for this patchwork, and see how it turns out. I don't like to be too formal with stuff, especially collaging. I think it's quite an informal pastime, really. So, which edge do I like best? I quite like that there, actually. I'll just see, I'm changing my mind as I go along. But that's good. That's not a problem. It's not breaking any rules, because there aren't any rules to be broken. None whatsoever. That's what you want to do and what feels best for you. I'm going to put that up there. Let's give that a bit more emphasis. Oh gosh, getting very sticky now with this glue. We can have a little gap there, that's fine. And then we wanted maybe to have that down there. I'm just going to score the edge of that because it's a very straight edge. I'm just going to rough it up a bit. Then we've all got a long weekend next weekend because we've got an extra bank holiday. Instead of having our end of May bank holiday in May, we've got it 2 days at the beginning of June. So it's next week, next Thursday and Friday. And yeah, so that will be nice. Let's leave that bit and see what we think now about placing these. So I wanted this here, so I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to use a bit of this because it's quite thick scrapbook card from a pad. Yeah, so I hope the weather's nice because I really have. I did quite a few hours of gardening last Sunday, and I need to do more. I only didn't get everything done that I wanted to do, needless to say. So Now this is going to probably be best put on with glue stick, because this is what is it? Can't remember. Still can't remember. It hasn't come to me yet. I expect you're shouting it out. So I think we can have that down there, I think, like so, because we're going to be putting washi on as well, don't forget. And then we'll have our little trike down here, I think. That would be nice. I like the fact it's got the word happy on, because obviously any child riding about on that, I think, would be very happy indeed. So I'm leaving that. It's all part of it. That's there. Right. Okay. Now, where do I want this? Do I want it there? I wanted these scissors on, so they can overlap like that, and maybe we'll just have that there to one side, like that perhaps. That's quite nice. Let's put it down. I'm not using the glue pages, am I? I'm terrible. And I wonder why everything's gluey. So I kind of want to stagger that there, I think. Now I'm going to put these scissors down, and then I'm going to repair them, hopefully. Very tricky things to cut out, I think. So I'm going to have them like that. Now I've got the handle piece here. I'm just going to cut round that. Like that. And mustn't forget just to, even though it's a slither, I still want to ink that edge. Then I want to try and stick that down. Okay, so that, now that goes there. That's fine. So we didn't cut the hooky bit off because there wasn't one on that. It was just at the edge, as I say, right in the crease of the book. And because it wasn't sewn in, the binding, it's glued in, it's very, very difficult to actually get that out without tearing it, which I did naturally. So I'm going to, I mean, this doesn't really show here, but I'm still going to stick it on, and that is going to go now. Which way round was that? I think it needs a tiny bit off it. Maybe we won't bother with that, I don't know. I don't think it makes a huge difference really. Anyway, I don't know what I've done with my dry cloth now. I've buried it somewhere. Right, okay, so whether we wanted, well, it's going to sort of have this hanging down here really, so that would be quite nice. So I think I'll knot that end like that, and I'll kind of have it there. So I'm going to use some of this 3-in-1 and just a little bit down there, and hope that takes. So that's our tag. Okay, I'm just going to put the lid on this, and let's have a look for some washi. This is all ladies' things, I think, corsets and all sorts. So I'm not sure whether it's actually suitable for, well, let's just put some bits on. Put a bit down there, I think. And yeah, I don't want to put that bit on. Leave that over there. It's not really, I don't feel like I want to put that on. So I'm going to cut that off too. And I suppose this piece maybe under here, like so. Like that. And let's have a look at some of this. So a bit of that might be nice. Down there, I might have to stick that down. I usually do with a bit of, I'll just see if it stays. Constellations. And we maybe have a bit up here. I'll just run that glue stick over there. And it doesn't matter if it's a bit raggedy. And oh, maybe we'll have that bit down here. Okay, let's have a look. That's quite interesting. I don't know if I want to put anything else on it. Maybe just one tiny bit more of this. Find a small advert. Not that one, it's too much. Maybe that one. And we will perhaps have that there. Because you know I like things in threes. So I'm just going to, these will need glue on when they're used, but I'm just going to pop those back on there. So, you know, these are nice, these washes, because you can take what you want off them. I keep them in a tin anyway, so that's not going to get ruined. Old biscuit tin. Right. Okay, so let's put these all away and have a recap. Rid of that. And all of this. Pop that back up on my hook. Right. So, hashtag 2022 Planner 22. You can see that is a tag. So we've got a nice little tag here. There. It says you're the best. Something seen in the sky. So I have a planet. Something with wheels. I have a child's trike with 3 wheels. something sharp. I have a pair of scissors and washi tape. So we've got some constellation washi tape and some advertisement washi tape, and the money, which I'm pretty sure that's a note, and it's actually on I still can't think of the word. It's not tracing paper. It just escaped me. Honestly, I cannot think what it's supposed to be. So it's week 22. So let's see if I got a 22 in my trusted glue book. Sometimes I do have one. There's a 2 there. Let's keep that. And I just use those as the numbers, you see. Otherwise, I will be rummaging for 22. Yeah, I've already used some, so okay. Let's check the other 2 bits. Nope. So we need a 22. I actually got a bag of these, and I don't know if there's 2s in here. And I bought these from a stall at the car boot sale, and I've done nothing with them, but they're all these letters and numbers, and they were all chopped up. So someone's chopped them up from somewhere, but I don't know if we've got 2 2s or not. I haven't, as I say, I've done nothing at all with them since I had them. So I don't want to waste more time. It doesn't look like we've got anything like that in these. It's a long time since I looked at them, actually. Well, there's a 3, but dubious. Okay, we won't go down that road either. So out come my labels, and let's see. So the first one I pick out is a 22, but it's very dark. Have I got anything else? That I think is going to be too dark for me anyway. Okay, let me just stop. Okay, so I didn't think you wanted me to sort through that box again in front of you. I found a label with 022 on, so I'm going to just cut that 0 off like that. We can use that for something else. And then we're going to have this 22 on here. And because we've sort of cut the edge off, I thought maybe we could have it on the edge like that. I thought that would be nice. So just going to stick that on. So I'll have it on the edge like that. Okay, and then I'll just find my pen and write it on here. Not that one. Let's do it up here. Hashtag 2022 planner 22. All the 2s. Okay, so there we have it. So we have a tag, we have something seen in the sky, something with wheels, a little trike, something sharp, scissors, washi tape, 3 lots of washi tape, and money, which I think is a German note, and it's on, what can't I think of what that word is for that? It's just gone out of my head. It's not tracing paper, but it's the thicker version of that, you know. Can't think of it. Anyway, that's it. Okay, so, and we've got a kind of patchwork collage in the background. So here we are. It's a close-up of it. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you next week for week 23. And week 23, I'll tell you what the prompts are in case you want to join in yourself. So hashtag 2022 planner 23 for next week. You want song lyrics or a song title, colour red, a road sign, something with wings, tissue paper or napkin, bonus is rubber stamping. So I think that's quite straightforward. So I'll see you next week for that. Okay, take care everyone. Bye bye.